Let's be real, losing weight can feel, well, complicated, but it doesn't have to be. In this explainer, we're going to break down a super simple, science-backed plan to help you see some real results in just 30 days. No crazy gimmicks, just simple, consistent actions. I mean, this is the dream, right? If you're looking for a way forward that doesn't involve starving yourself or living at the gym, then you have definitely come to the right place. We are talking about a manageable approach that actually, truly works. So here's our game plan. First, we'll set a goal that's actually achievable. Then, we'll dive deep into what you're eating, because it's a huge deal. After that, we'll map out a simple daily movement plan, touch on a couple of factors people always forget, and finally, we'll wrap it all up in a 4-week blueprint you can start today. Okay, first things first. We have to build a solid foundation. And that means setting a goal that's not just safe, but one you can actually hit. This is, without a doubt, the key to staying motivated for the whole month. So what are we actually aiming for here? Well, a healthy, realistic, and totally sustainable target for 30 days is somewhere between 2 and 5 kilograms. See, this isn't about some crash diet. It's about making real progress that lasts. And how does any of this happen? It all boils down to one simple scientific rule: the calorie deficit. You just need to use more energy or calories than you eat. That's it. That is the engine that drives all weight loss, period. All right, let's talk about the biggest piece of the puzzle, and I mean the biggest. While exercise is important, what you put on your plate is what really truly shapes your results. You know, if you only remember one thing from this whole explainer, please let it be this. Your diet, what you eat, accounts for a whopping 80% of your success. It's a tough pill to swallow, but you absolutely cannot out-exercise a bad diet. It just doesn't work. So what should you be eating? Focus on these 3 powerhouses. Protein and fiber are amazing because they keep you feeling full and satisfied for way longer. That's a total game changer for killing those afternoon cravings. And healthy fats, they're crucial for your hormones and just overall health. And on the flip side, these are the things you want to cut way, way back on. Think of them as empty calories. They're high in energy, but have pretty much zero nutritional value, which means they can totally derail your progress. Honestly, just limiting these is one of the fastest ways to get into that calorie deficit we talked about. Worried about having to count every single calorie? Yeah, nobody wants to do that. So here's a much simpler way: the plate rule. At every meal, just look at your plate. Fill half of it with veggies, a quarter with some good protein, and the last quarter with carbs. That's it. It's a simple visual guide that just works. And please, please don't forget to drink your water. Your metabolism literally depends on it. Aiming for about 8 to 10 glasses a day doesn't just fire up your body's calorie-burning engine, it also helps you feel less hungry. Pro tip: drink a big glass of water right before each meal. Okay, now let's get moving. But listen, this isn't about brutal workouts that leave you exhausted. It's about weaving simple, consistent activity into your everyday life. This quote just nails it. Forget about expensive gym memberships or fancy equipment. The most powerful tool you have is consistency. And the best part, you can start right now, wherever you are. So, what does this consistent movement actually look like? Here's your daily formula. Step 1. Get in about 30 to 45 minutes of brisk walking or light jogging. Step 2. Add just 10 to 15 minutes of simple exercises you can do at home. That's it. It's a totally manageable commitment that adds up to big results. And for those home workouts, just stick to the classics that work your whole body. We're talking push-ups, squats, and planks. Now, if you want to kick things up a notch, you can try adding some high-intensity interval training or HIIT a few times a week. And here's a great pro tip. Going for a walk first thing in the morning on an empty stomach can be extra effective for burning fat. Okay, let's move on to 2 factors that people always overlook, but they can silently destroy all your hard work. I'm talking about sleep and stress. Think of these 2 as your essential support system. When you don't get enough sleep, your body literally produces more of the hunger hormone and less of the fullness hormone. It's a recipe for disaster. So aim for a solid 7 to 8 hours a night. And stress, chronic stress, floods your body with cortisol, a hormone that makes you crave junk and store belly fat. Just a few minutes of deep breathing or meditation every day can make a huge difference. All right, we have all the pieces of the puzzle. Now, let's put them together into a clear, step-by-step plan for the next 4 weeks. Here is your blueprint. Week 1, just focus on the big wins. Get rid of the sugar and junk food and start that daily walk. In week 2, we build on that. Start focusing on protein-rich meals and begin your short home workouts. Week 3 is all about leveling up a bit. Maybe increase your workout intensity and really focus on drinking more water. And week 4, the most important part is just to stay consistent. Keep everything going and take a minute to track your progress and see how far you've come. As you get going, just beware of these common traps on the left. So many people give up because they try crash diets, expect to see results overnight, and then just burn out. The real keys to success are right there on the right. Consistency, patience, trusting the process, and starting small. Those small daily actions are what create massive, lasting change. So let this be your final thought. This isn't about a month of suffering. It's about building habits that will serve you for the rest of your life. Stay consistent, stay focused, and you absolutely can do this. Your future self is going to be so grateful. So I'll leave you with this question. Forget about the whole 30-day plan for just a second. What is the one single small step from this plan that you are going to do today? Because that single step, that's where your journey really begins.